Do you remember those YouTube ads? The ones from just a few years ago? A guy, probably in his 20s, would be standing in front of a rented Lamborghini. He'd promise you the secret to making thousands of dollars a day from your laptop. All you had to do was buy his exclusive course. These ads were everywhere, a constant reminder of the get-rich-quick dream. They sold a fantasy of effortless wealth, a shortcut to financial freedom that seemed just one click away. For a while, it felt like everyone was trying to find that one magic bullet that would solve all their money problems overnight. This period was like a digital gold rush. Everyone was looking for the next big thing. First, it was crypto, where stories of overnight millionaires fueled a frenzy of speculative buying. Then came NFTs, digital art pieces that sold for unbelievable sums, making people think they could flip JPEGs for a fortune. Trading bots were another popular scheme. These automated systems promised to trade stocks or crypto for you, generating passive income while you slept. The problem was, for every one person who got lucky, thousands lost everything. The internet became a minefield of scams, rug pulls, and empty promises. The bubble had to burst eventually, and it did. The great crypto crash of 2024 was a wake-up call for many. People who had poured their life savings into obscure coins saw their investments vanish in a matter of days. The NFT market collapsed just as quickly, leaving collectors with worthless digital assets. The trading bots, often marketed with fake testimonials and unrealistic profit guarantees, were exposed as nothing more than sophisticated scams. The internet, which had once been the platform for these schemes, also became the tool for their exposure. Communities on Reddit and YouTube started sharing stories, warning others, and piecing together how these cons worked. Now, in 2026, the landscape looks completely different. The skepticism that was once reserved for late-night infomercials has finally caught up to the digital world. People are more educated and far more cautious. They have seen the damage these schemes can cause, not just financially, but emotionally. The promise of easy money has lost its shine because too many people got burned. The digital gold rush is over. In its place, a more mature and realistic approach to building wealth is taking hold, one that values substance over speed and reality over rented Lamborghinis. The collapse of the get-rich-quick market also led to the downfall of its biggest promoters, the fake gurus. These online personalities built entire empires on selling dreams. They flashed expensive watches, filmed from luxury apartments, and spoke with unwavering confidence about their proven systems. They sold courses, mentorships, and exclusive access to trading groups, all promising insider secrets to wealth. Their marketing was brilliant. They used social media to create an illusion of success that was incredibly persuasive, especially to those who were struggling financially and desperate for a way out. They were the wizards of the digital age, promising magic. But their magic was just that, an illusion. As their students and followers failed to replicate their supposed success, the questions started. Investigative YouTubers and online journalists began digging into their backgrounds and business models. They discovered that many of these gurus made their money not from the strategies they taught, but from selling the courses themselves. The secret wasn't in crypto or dropshipping. It was in convincing thousands of people to pay for information that was often generic, outdated, or completely useless. The curtain was pulled back, and the wizard was revealed to be just a man selling a fantasy. This wave of exposure created a massive crisis of trust. People realized they had been sold a lie. The very platforms that these gurus used to build their fame became the instruments of their demise. Viral video essays, detailed Reddit threads, and news articles laid out the evidence for everyone to see. The gurus who once seemed untouchable were now facing lawsuits, public backlash, and a complete loss of credibility. Their followers felt betrayed, and the trust that had been so carefully manufactured was shattered. The era of blindly following charismatic online figures without questioning their claims was officially over. As a result, people began looking for authenticity and real expertise. They grew tired of the slick sales pitches and started seeking out mentors who had verifiable track records and transparent business practices. The focus shifted from systems and secrets to tangible skills and knowledge. Instead of buying a course on how to get rich quick, people started investing in learning how to code, how to manage finances properly, or how to build a legitimate business from the ground up. The demand for get-rich-quick content plummeted, replaced by a hunger for genuine education. The gurus lost their influence because their audience grew smarter. The decline of get-rich-quick schemes coincided with another major cultural shift: the rejection of toxic hustle culture. For years, the mantra was rise and grind. People were encouraged to work 18-hour days, sacrifice sleep, and put their careers above everything else, including their health and relationships. This mindset was often intertwined with the get-rich-quick fantasy. The idea was that if you just hustled hard enough for a short period, you could achieve financial freedom and then relax forever. But this narrative had a dark side that was becoming impossible to ignore. The constant pressure to hustle led to widespread burnout. Young people, in particular, were feeling the strain. Rates of anxiety and depression soared as people tried to live up to the impossible standards they saw on social media. The promised reward of this intense sacrifice often never materialized. Instead of achieving wealth and freedom, many just found themselves exhausted, isolated, and no closer to their financial goals. They were running on a treadmill, fueled by caffeine and the fear of falling behind, but they weren't actually getting anywhere. The hustle was unsustainable, and people began to realize that their well-being was too high a price to pay for the mere possibility of fast money. This collective burnout sparked a new conversation about what success really means. Is it a massive bank account and a life of constant stress? Or is it financial stability combined with mental and emotional health? More and more people are now choosing the latter. The new hustle isn't about working yourself to the bone for a quick payout. It's about finding a sustainable pace, setting healthy boundaries between work and life, and prioritizing well-being. The focus has shifted from short-term gains to long-term fulfillment. People want to build a life, not just a bank balance. This change in values has directly fueled the interest in real practical skills. When you're not chasing a shortcut, you have the time and energy to invest in yourself. Young people today are more interested in learning trades, getting certifications in tech, or starting small businesses with real products or services. They understand that building a skill set is a more reliable path to financial security than betting on a volatile market. This patient, methodical approach is the new status symbol. It's not about how fast you can make money, but how sustainably you can build a career and a life you actually enjoy. Let's look at two real-world examples that highlight this shift. First, consider Maya, a graphic designer who was tempted by crypto in the early 2020s. She invested a few $1,000s and lost most of it in a market crash. Instead of trying to win it back, she decided to invest in herself. She spent the next 2 years taking advanced courses in UI and UX design and building a powerful portfolio. Today, she works as a senior product designer for a major tech company, earning a high salary with great benefits. She also does freelance work, building a steady stream of side income. Her wealth wasn't built overnight. It was built one skill at a time. Then there's Ben, who fell deep into the dropshipping and Amazon FBA world. He spent every waking hour trying to find winning products and optimizing ads, fueled by gurus promising passive income. He made some money, but he was constantly stressed, and his income was unpredictable. After a year of burnout, he quit. He took a job as a logistics coordinator at a shipping company, a stable 9-to-5 role. He now invests a portion of his steady paycheck into low-cost index funds every single month. He says he's never been happier. He has less money than he dreamed of making, but he has peace of mind and a clear, reliable path to retirement. These stories show that the principles of building real, lasting wealth haven't changed. It's not sexy, but it works. Here are the practical steps. First, invest in your education and skills to increase your earning potential. Second, live below your means and create a budget to track your spending. Third, build an emergency fund that covers at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Fourth, consistently invest your savings into diversified, low-cost assets like index funds and ETFs. Finally, be patient and avoid the temptation of shortcuts. Wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. In the end, the choice is clear. The world of get-rich-quick schemes is a casino where the house almost always wins. It offers the thrill of a long-shot bet, but usually ends in disappointment and regret. The alternative is the slow, steady, and disciplined path of building wealth. It requires patience, consistency, and a focus on creating real value. This approach may not get you a Lamborghini by next year, but it will get you something far more valuable: genuine, lasting financial security and the peace of mind that comes with it. In 2026, smart money isn't fast money, it's patient money.